Budgets with Grace, where I give you a glimpse of my life using the lens of my budget. My name's Grace, and I got a really interesting question. I think it was Monday. Someone asked, I'll put their name here, or I guess I could look it up on my phone. What am I saying? What am I doing? Simply Minimal Finance asks, how do you keep track of that money in the big day, etc.? Have you ever considered putting your nest egg on budget to see the split up? Yes. So, good question. I haven't really talked about how I break up nest egg um, because I've been figuring it out and it's still in progress, but I wanted to share to answer this question. Thank you so much for asking me. So, here we are. We have my lovely nest egg. Um, I'm not on camera today because I just wanted to try to edit this video and get it out as quickly as possible to answer this question. And definitely let me know if you have follow-up questions or want to hear more about how I do this. So if you've been following, you know that I have categories here called nest eggs. And if I go into all accounts, I'm just going to filter down to nest egg. And you can see out of my checking, all of these transactions are split. Some of them are coming from pregnancy, live abroad, big day. All of these things are categorized in my main household budget. However, once it goes into the Vanguard account, you can see it's a tracking account here. They all just go into the bucket. YNAB doesn't have an option for me to categorize them in this tracking account. That's okay because they do have other budgets. I'm going to open my budget, and this one is called Nest Egg. Here, like I said, this is still in progress, so I'm not sure if this is going to shake out to be exactly like this going forward, but this is how I have it set up right now. So I have my main categories, and most of these are in my household budget. Definitely big day, live abroad, pregnancy, I like to move it, and future car. There are even two on here for a house is not a home and a tiny house that are not in my household plan right now because they're so far away. They're so much bigger than the other ones. It's more practical for me to focus on the ones I have set out goals for already. And when we get married, because I am engaged, we are going to be able to tackle these as a team. And we'll reevaluate a lot of this once we are wedded. So if we go back to September, see, it looks like there's nothing in this month. And then in October, I think that's when I started doing this. I assigned the amount in each of these categories to how much I contributed for each of them. So big day obviously is getting the most of this all, but I am directly taking what I budget and putting it into this second budget. So then when I have gains, I add to those categories. So, let's look at my accounts. I feel like this is getting a little complicated, but I think you'll understand as I explain more. So this is the Vanguard account, the same account that I just showed you on my household budget side. And I'm doing the same kind of things. I'm not even using flags in this budget because it's really just for my knowledge and not so much something I want to keep updated all the time. So for this would be, let's see, how am I going to explain this? Uninvested is the money I have in my budget that's budgeted ahead into future months. Then when I transfer that to Vanguard, I just create a transfer here so it shows up in here. And then I will reconcile, which this is too high right now. The market has had a dip, but I can go ahead and do that, I guess. Show you how that goes. All right, looking at my phone, that's cleared. No, that's not the balance. It is 10, 6, 18, 71. And, oof, $200, that's a lot. All right, and now I'm going to go ahead and see how this reconciliation for the market change has affected my budget. So I don't have that money. So I have to find it in these other categories. This isn't like the fun side of the coin. That's the other reason I wanted to show like what happens when I have a market increase, which then I can put in extra other places, but that's not gonna happen right now. So I guess I'll just click fix it and I'll take it from big day. Let's see. There's still, because I had money assigned in the future, it's still down. So I'll just take 123 from there. Okay, that fixed up that. So now that my Vanguard is reconciled, you can see that like under big day, I have kind of a rough estimate. I just got engaged. I don't know how much things are going to cost or when I'm going to have to pay them. I kind of have it set up like this, but literally I have no idea. So I'm going to be diving into that very soon. Let me know if you want to hear about how I'm going to budget for my wedding. And this is just kind of like the broadest way to do it. So I put a goal of 12,000. I contributed 10,000 in cash, and now I'm just using this Vanguard account to have that. I actually think instead of taking out of big day, because I do want this to stay at 10,000, I think, and how can I do quick math here? So let's say 10,000 minus 9841.6, and I'll put this into big day. Did it work? We'll just figure it out as we go. So let's say 159.40. I was $1 off. That's pretty damn good. All right, so now I know that I have $10,000 for my wedding expenses trapped in this Vanguard account and also trapped in my other couple brokerage accounts. I opened an M1 Finance because I heard that you could get a $50 sign-up bonus. Then I realized that you have to wait a while, so that will be coming later this month. Wealthfront, I have not touched in years at this point. I really liked Wealthfront when they had a really good high yield savings account, but that has been slashed across the board. It's not just Wealthfront, it's all high yield savings accounts kind of suck. But they do manage my investment for free up to like, I did like a sign up referral thing that got like to 5K or 10K. I don't quite remember, but I just decided to stop contributing to that one and put it all in the Vanguard account. So to answer your question, I do a combination of things where I budget how much I am contributing. And then once that's budgeted and I reconcile the actual values, then I move money around to make it make sense. So for big day, if I want 12,000 by June 2023, the market or my contributions have to be at about $108 or $109 a month. So if I don't meet that goal in December, it goes up just by a couple dollars. And if I don't meet that goal in February, it goes up just by a couple dollars. So One thing that I don't love about YNAB that I'm not really sure how like they would address this from like a product design standpoint, but like the targets are only tracked linearly. Like you can only make the same amount of progress every month. But that's not how my nest eggs are going to work. Hopefully there will be some factor of compounding interest that will make it a lot easier for me to save larger sums of money every month for each of these categories. So maybe let's say like the market stays down in December, I'm not able to reach this goal, but then in January it bounces back and I'm able to save 200 instead of 111. Then going forward, I will have to save less instead of more. So this is like kind of a fun way to think about your progress in not such a linear fashion, which I do really like the linear progress in my day-to-day budget because like it makes it very I want to use the word easy, but more like um, just transparent on like how you can remain consistent. Like you can be very consistent if you're working in a linear fashion. But with the market, it's not supposed to be linear. It's supposed to be exponential. So um, that is my nest egg budget. I mean, I ramble on for so long about this stuff. But like now that I am officially engaged, I'm going to be looking into Big Day and what these categories need to be. I might even I wonder if I have a different one to sneak peek for you guys. Wedding 5 months ago. Oh my god, I haven't opened this yet. Should I take a peek? What was I thinking 5 months ago? Let's see. All right. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I haven't updated this since my nest egg was like a savings account, it looks like. Woo. So, let's see. Thinking engagement will have some expenses. Like, definitely need some cute outfits to get pictures in, the picture themselves, counseling, legal licenses, pre-day beauty. I'm thinking like a lot of women get facials or personal trainers or like I don't know what I'm gonna want. Just know I want a lump sum of money. And then wedding day look, thinking about how everyone's gonna look and be dressed. I don't know how much I'm gonna pay for a ceremony dress. Like, oh man. So venue, we are just starting to look into this and holy shit. Like, I had a venue in mind, like kind of a dream venue of like, well, I want to be engaged, but I'm not engaged, so it would be pretty weird for me to call places and get prices for an event that I do not have yet. Now I'm there, so I have started talking to places, and that venue is just not going to be right for us, which makes me sad, but we'll find a better one. And yeah, once all these numbers start to shake out, these are all just like my best guesses. Um, so yeah, there's so much to do. But anyway, that's my wedding budget. This is my nest egg budget. This is how I kind of keep things on track with having multiple places where the nest egg money is living. Like it's living mostly in Vanguard. Some of it is waiting to be invested in order to avoid timing the market to market cost average my investments in this. Wealthfront is just kind of historical. It's going to be there until I spend it. And one, again, just for the bonus. So that's how I manage my nest egg. Yeah, definitely. Again, I would love to hear more about what kind of content you guys want to see from me. I'm super backed up on my budget with me videos, and I'm kind of like backed up to the point where I'm like, holy shit, how am I gonna like make content that I have from like Halloween? So, yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for asking me questions. I love to talk about this stuff. So, Yeah, if you feel like supporting me, you should definitely follow me on Instagram. You can buy me a coffee. And of course, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. I'll catch you next time. Bye.